What's up? I'm Jared. Today we're doing House of Dragons Season 3, Episode 2. Last episode, as I guess is the new norm, the episode ones are just kind of wild shit and they leave you on some massive cliffhangers. So there was so much random craziness that happened last episode between, the whole mother kissing son, son kissing mother, sheep stealer just kind of, going haywire and doing whatever he felt like, Jace getting killed. There wasn't a whole lot of good that really happened for either side. Like both side kind of just took L's last episode. I gotta say, I it definitely seems like we took the bigger L though, because they kind of just lost the two Lannister brothers. If that really was the other Lannister brother, then they only lost the two Lannister brothers. So, and I guess Lohar, but I mean, we just got introduced that character. She wasn't like a big character for us or anything. So us losing Jace, massive. Us possibly losing Corlys as well, also insanely massive. Like that's just like I expected to lose Corlys. I've expected to lose Corlys since last season, but just the fact that he just kind of got tossed off a boat and goodbye. Didn't even see him like drowning or anything. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to Game of Thrones fashion, and unless I see the dead body or it is expressly delivered by somebody who would know firsthand that he's dead, I'm not gonna believe he's dead. Same with the other Lannister that did get tossed in the water. We didn't see him drown. There's clearly rocks that he could have grabbed onto or whatever and managed to not drown. It is within realm of possibility. Same with Corlys. He got tossed off the ship, the ship towards the rocks that the ships hit. So, he could make it. It's very unlikely in both cases, but it is possible. I'm pretty sure this episode just picks right back up off with the fight continuing, and we're probably gonna jump right to Rhaenyra, finding out about Jace, the whole, shebang on that. Other than that, I don't know what else we could really go on. We might see Aemond making his way towards Harrenhal, but I don't think we're gonna jump from this battle to Aemond being at Harrenhal fighting Daemon and Caraxes literally the next episode. Like that seems like a bit much of a too much at the start of the season, but I don't know what they got planned for the season, so who knows? Maybe. The only thing I expressly like am demanding to see this episode, and I don't know if I put it in the discussion on the last one, I want to see Rhaenyra kill that guard. That Queen's Guard has to die. He has to die. If he does not die this episode, I'm going to be so disappointed in the show. Like, she has dealt with too much bullshit, too many people questioning her fucking authority, too many people going behind her back to do some shit, and then this guy does this shit, and her son is dead because of it. If he does not get his fucking head taken off, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. But only one way to find out, and that's go ahead and get into it. I ain't got much else. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. Oh, we're picking right back up off with it. I heard somebody say that like when it was the farther back shot and all you saw was Jason's body up there, that was like Vermax's angle of seeing Jace's body as he slowly sank down.
What have you done?
He doesn't even accept it. No.
How could you do that? You answer me.
Obviously it's not going to happen for Jace here. But are we gonna get any Red Priestess revivals of any characters throughout this this show run?
I have failed you. My life must be forfeit.
The way they're setting this scene up, I don't think she's gonna do it, but God, should she do it? Yep.
Will it wake my son?
Are you? Oh my goodness. She fucking ran away. I mean, I wouldn't have trusted myself to land at Dragonstone myself, but I would have landed outside of Dragonstone and just, like, kind of, you know, sat over to the side. But, like, oh my goodness, she straight up ran away.
There was a battle. The Prince Jacaerys, it seems, is dead.
Damn, how the fuck does she know? She flew here on Dragonback. How the fuck does this lady know? What?
Do you want a dragon or not? You wanted protection. I offer it now.
Well, it definitely looks like the Lannister brother. That and they're partying, so I mean, their fight must be pretty much over here.
Daemon comes, they send from quick with his one good eye, he looks a prick.
And we've got Daemon so good.
Guy was kissing the head. Okay. They were giving the head a drink. Okay. Alright. They're having a good party.
Well, well, well.
It's not good news, Daemon. He looks at least, you know, somewhat moved by the fact that the Crown Prince is dead there. We've got to find Corlys, dead or alive here. They're doing a lot of focus here. We're going to find him dead or alive. I'm voting he's still alive.
We will find him.
Does she know about his relation?
And you're betrothed.
We were children together.
I mean, they are Targaryen. She's Targaryen. I don't know. The show may go that way. Who knows? Who knows?
Searching too.
There's her brother, his brother. Although, I mean, I'm not sure what good you're gonna be able to spot from here. I'm, you know, you might be able to see the armor glint, but it would just look like anybody else, no? Or maybe he's looking for the white hair. I see white hair. I think I see white hair. Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
You no longer ask for milk of the poppy.
Because I'm not fucking speaking to you.
Right. You're still furious that I saved your life.
You betrayed my identity to our captors.
You needlessly antagonized Your Grace. They were going to murder you.
You can't be pissed at him, bro. He's the only reason you're alive still. They were going to kill you. And all you had to do to avoid that death, apparently, too, was literally just kneel. You didn't even have to say anything. He said everything for you. All you had to do was kneel. Is it another... Oh my god.
Mistaken, I am surprised.
The cart's getting sacked again.
You heard him! Inside!
Oh, he's got himself a little weapon now. Good, good. Oh, and there goes the caravan master. Go for the throat, man. That thing's like this big. You're not really getting anywhere with that. Go for the throat.
Take shelter in the forest and quickly. Have gold enough to buy our berth. We can make our way to Duskendale.
Oh, okay, he got a little bit of the shaft with it too, but even then, man, you could have done that in like one hit to the throat.
Does he not? They will be loyal to me, but the road there, Your Grace, is long and perilous.
Hey, he's up.
If this be victory, I hope I never see another.
Oh, has Daemon not met any of these people before?
The Rogue Prince himself.
Did you just try to hug the prince? Oh my god.
Begging your pardon, my prince. It seems Vhagar has been sighted leaving King's Landing, flying in the direction of the Riverlands. I would inform the Queen, but...
I will go. So young. So bold. The gods are cruel. We all find what enjoyment we can as the world heads into darkness. You.
Yet again, I'm just questioning, like, where the fuck are the guards? Like, how did he just gain access to the room like that? No guards there at all.
Lord Jasper.
Okay. And supposedly there's guards right outside the door. Okay.
I know not where she may have been, but I know what I have seen here with my own eyes. Arrest him. He dares lay his hands on the mother of the king.
So the King's Guard guy that she told to summon the small council straight up betrayed her. Man, ain't nobody got real loyalty in this show, man. I swear. This Maester's a decent one, but he's a Maester, you know? The Maesters are always solid. I mean, I would just send out a general order. We don't have a dragon for defense. If y'all see more than one dragon approaching, don't fucking shoot. We cannot defeat more than one dragon. We don't have our own dragon.
Standing orders, Your Grace.
Rhaenyra Targaryen approaches, Sir Frederick. She comes with Prince Daemon and more besides. The king has abdicated. The Prince Regent himself has fled the city. Will you fight and be burned in King's Landing along with you, or will you suffer her to enter and hope for peace?
Her sons were always kind.
Well, it's too bad they're all gone. We're not gonna get an answer from him, so it's kind of, you know, up in the air to keep the tension built. Oh, rest in peace, the Starks and the Riverlandmen, because they ain't got no dragon to defend them. That was a surprisingly gentle landing. Vhagar's like, man, I already had to burn down this castle once. Y'all want to make me do this shit again? Such a very similar scene. Is he gonna act the same way?
The army has decamped.
That's a bold move.
To stop you.
I mean, I saw that coming, but that was a bold move to even put your hands on him to start with. Simon, you were cool while you lasted. It kind of looked like you just got him in the gut too, so that's gonna be slow if it wasn't the heart. Did you actually just stab him? Hey, not bad. Good job. Did he stab him? It looked like he came back with some blood on the blade, but I don't know. He didn't really react to it. Oh, there he goes. Don't you tell me she's gonna flip sides now to try and get them to give her Harrenhal. Because he's losing a lot of blood. If she don't help him, he's dead. But there's no way that's the end of Aemond right there. There's no way. There's your husband. Do you think he's sent a letter out to her to be like, hey, I didn't die? Or if she just has no clue what's going on with him? This shot's gonna look so good with her in the crown. Oh, she's not wearing it. Man, I know it could fall off while you're flying, but fuck, man, you should just put it on. I mean, she did say as many as they could. I guess not all of them are going to. And he's dying slow.
Who else dares rise against us in our house?
No, these are going to be in support of her.
Stay close, Rhaenyra.
No shot. No shot it's going to go against us here. I believe these people are going to go for us. Yep, gold cloaks. Gold cloaks. Although, hey, can't trust the gold cloaks until you know for sure what side they're on. But...
Well met, Sir Luther.
The City Watch remembers our commander, Daemon Targaryen.
Damn straight.
Queen Rhaenyra, the one true heir to the Iron Throne.
The rats in the black cells have grown uncommon big.
Oh, it's Otto. Okay. How the fuck did Otto get here?
If you wish to rule, show them you do not waver.
I don't know if I can.
Spare me at least from being hacked at.
That's what I was thinking. Like, can she really behead him? I mean, it's Valyrian steel, so that'll make it a lot easier. Although it is kind of wild that she doesn't have Valyrian steel blade.
What it's come to. You would never have imagined it.
Speak no more.
If he could have seen that this is what was gonna happen, he would have hung you fucking years ago.
I did my best.
Thank you. It looks like he's still gonna be hacked at, but there we go. Okay, okay.
Tell my lady wife whatever.
Thank you. Fuck you and fuck your lady wife. The shot, okay. Her ascending the throne by, you know, by blood. Literally. Just a trail of blood. Oh, they've got Allison. Okay. And there's your dad. I think most of those scenes at the end would have been a lot better if they just put the fucking crown on her head. She's already declared herself a queen. She's already worn the crown. Like, she had it, you know, anointed on her. I imagine the scene, her landing with the dragon, and then it pans over and she's got her fucking crown already on. That, dude, almost every single one of these scenes just now would have been 10 times better with the crown already on her head. But, hey, whatever. Whatever. We didn't see him die. We didn't see him die. But she did say, as she was getting ready to leave to the guards, allow Sir Laurent to choose how he dies. So, he's fucking dead. Thank God. Motherfucker, he's got it coming. He's got it coming. So much happened in this episode. Again, that is another wild episode. We are now the, you know, ruler of the throne, so technically Aemond is gonna be in like the usurper position now. We've kind of flipped roles. I do find it a little weird that that's all Otto had for his role. Like, he was barely in last season. You know, like as soon as he got kicked out, he was gone for the rest of the season until the very, very end. And then all we have him here is for like a 5-minute scene. I feel like that's kind of a little weird. I thought there might be a little bit more drawn out, but hey, I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad we got some of these fucking people dead. So originally I was thinking, whenever they said that they'll refocus on Aemond and Vhagar after they take the throne, I was kind of thinking, you're only going there with 4 dragons. So how are you going to split this? Are you going to send a party of 3 out to go hunt him and leave the queen by herself? Or are you going to do Daemon and the queen and then send those 2 guys hoping that they will be enough to fight Vhagar? Which, I mean, the one dragon is basically almost the same size as Vhagar. So, you know, 2 of them, it could be, it could definitely be a winnable fight. But the third, having the 3rd dragon is kind of like, you know, essential. Like you're gonna win this fight. You know, like it's very unlikely that that Aemond or Vhagar would come out of that fight with, you know, versus the 3 of them. But I guess now that Aemond's been wounded pretty seriously, like if she doesn't help him, which she's gonna help him, because there's no way that that was his death scene. That was not a death scene. She's gonna help him. But if she didn't, he was dead. He was absolutely 1,000% dead there. He was bleeding out a lot. Which, hey, good on the, you know, the strong son there. I don't think we ever got his first name or whatever, but good on him for, like, going for it, first of all, but actually getting a stab in. Like, he managed to find a point in the armor, and like he did good there. That was a solid stab. I might not have stood there after stabbing him and just waited for the sword swing. You know, I might have stabbed him a couple times, or, you know, stabbed him the one time and then dipped out. But sad to see we lost basically all the strongs there. I think the only one left is Larys, which makes sense because it's not a house that exists in Game of Thrones. So it's gotta die off. Which also makes me think, what exactly do we have planned for Corlys and like all of those characters? Because the Velaryon house is definitely not around when it comes to Game of Thrones. So I kind of expected Corlys to die, and then, you know, the 2 girls are obviously Targaryens, so if they lived, they would kind of spread out to the Targaryen line and, like, you know, not the Velaryon line. But those 2, you know, he's still got 2 bastard sons that if he chooses to claim them, they would be Velaryon. That, and they have Velaryon blood, so could it just be that, like, they just kind of go off and do their own thing, and, like, Velaryons technically do exist in Game of Thrones? They're just not actual, like, characters that we ever meet or know about? Could be. Honestly, I think that's probably what's going to end up happening with Corlys. If he doesn't die, and his 2 sons there don't die, I think they'll probably exit the scene here. Just, hey, we lost everything. There's nothing here for us. Let's get the hell out of here. And just kind of, you know, dip off into the sunset, so to speak. I mean, I understand. You know, obviously, she knows she led to Jace's death. She knows she fucked up by attacking some of her own people there. That up to Jace's death, you could still be redeemable. You could still be like, hey, he was obeying. I didn't know he was going to lose control. You know, he's kind of a wild dragon. It was a fuck up, you know? Fuck ups happen. Obviously, with a dragon, the fuck ups are a bit magnitude. A bit, a little bit more destructive than your average fuck up. But I do think it's reasonable to think that after Jace died, that she pretty much was kind of gonna get, you know, fucked up. Or Daemon's not gonna kill his own daughter there. He would definitely advocate against killing his daughter, and it would have driven an extreme rift between him and Rhaenyra had Rhaenyra found out it was her and had wanted to try and kill her. But I feel like at the same time, Rhaenyra, how she initially said to Sir Laurent, like, what would be the point? Why would she do that? I feel like she would have kind of said the same thing to Rhaena and would have kept that, you know, that notion, instead of like how she eventually went like, all right, yeah, Sir Laurent's gonna die. I feel like she would have kept that notion of like, what's the point with Rhaena? Because yes, she kind of led to it, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, the fight was already won, the fight was already over, and then, she caused Jace to exactly die. Like, she led to it based on her actions, but the fight was still ongoing. The fight was still very much, an extreme danger for them, and he very easily could have just gotten shot down all the same. So, I don't know. It's up in there how that would have gone, because it didn't, we don't know. But I do think we're gonna end up having some kind of battle with Sheep Stealer, and if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be with one of the 3 dragons that not really associated with them. So they're not gonna be too like, oh, that's Reyna. Oh, we can't take her out. They're not gonna know who the fuck she is. They're just gonna kind of go to battle with her. So that's probably what's gonna end up happening. I guess Bela didn't see that it was Reyna, so I guess it was only Jace that saw her. So I guess I'm sticking with my theory. I think I'm evolving the theory, but I think that there's going to be some kind of dragon fight with Sheep Stealer. That initially they're not going to know who they're fighting. It's just going to kind of happen. It's going to happen, and before it's over, they're going to realize, oh shit, that's Reyna, and Bela's probably going to sacrifice herself for Reyna. Like, I've just been getting that feeling since last season, early last season. Bela's gonna kill herself. Well, not kill herself. She's gonna sacrifice herself in an extreme way for Reyna. Man, I don't even know. We already lost both of her children. We might lose both Bela and Reyna as well, and then it would just be the full-blooded Targaryens between Rhaenyra and Daemon left. Well, I keep forgetting she still has the 3rd strong son. There's still Joffrey, but Reyna kind of fucked that shit up. She isn't protecting them. They're kind of just off doing whatever. So we may never see any of them again. I don't know how this shit's gonna go with that. Yeah, we did kind of end up seeing Aemon take off this early to go to Harrenhal, but luckily it was not a versus Daemon fight. It was just a, dragon taking over a castle, which I think it's kind of funny that Vhagar's had to take that castle down twice now. Rolled up in that bitch and was like, oh my god, again. We still have so much left in this season. I'm not quite sure where exactly we're gonna go from here. So obviously it's going to be some, a little bit of a lull time in probably the next 2 episodes or so, because Aemon's got to get, revived. He's got to heal up. They'll probably take some time to organize King's Landing and everything going on there. But what do we do? Just kind of like bolster up our forces for the rest of the season and then have one more big battle? And even then, the hell do we do for the rest of the seasons? There's going to be more seasons after this, so I don't know. And I don't remember where Aegon said he was going. All I remember is him saying that it was somewhere that should be loyal to him, so maybe he'll start mustering up some of his forces again and do something with that, but I don't know. This kind of a harder one to predict for this season, because they kind of ran through what we were expecting already. I don't think she's gonna kill Alicent or jail Alicent. She might have to temporarily throw them in prison or something for, like, the looks of it, but she'll probably help her escape if anything there. I don't think she'll kill her or Helena, whatever. I don't see that happening. The only other thing I can really think of is I still do not trust this lady, the White Worm. I do not trust her. Obviously she helped Rhaenyra. She warned her guards that it was not the Sir Eric and all that, but She could have just seen that as an opportunity to help herself, and that's why she chose to do that. So I just don't trust her. I do not trust her. I do like how they keep referencing like actual Game of Thrones though. The Song of Ice and Fire. I like how that wasn't just like a one-off that was just mentioned briefly between Viserys and Rhaenyra when she was a child. They've actually like continued to reference it throughout the seasons. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else. We didn't see Cole roll up to... I mean, we saw them prepping to go to Harrenhal, but we didn't see them roll up to Harrenhal, so we'll probably see that next episode. I can't really think of anything that's going to go down next episode. Next episode is probably going to be a bunch of building up and just showing off locations and stuff, really. The only other thing that I really want to see from this like season for sure, man, we gotta kill Cole. We gotta kill Cole. I'm hoping they kill Larys, but he's still playing whatever game he's playing. He's doing something. He's still scheming. He's still scheming away. But I really hope they kill Cole. Like I wanna see him be done. Well, I think that's about it for this one. I'll see y'all next week, episode 3.